Department. It's a federal report, and it says the Democrats' bill will lead to job losses, especially in manufacturing. Indiana Republican Congressman Dan Burton is joining me now from Indianapolis. Congressman, good to see you. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Nice
Let me
being
ask
with
you first about cap and trade and the fact that the president insists there will be so many jobs, green jobs mostly, but this study says, in fact, there will be no more jobs as a result of the legislation than there would have been anyway. What's your interpretation of the report?
Well, you know, Jamie, Spain has tried this already, and for every new job that was created that would help the environment, they lost 2.5 jobs. Because of the new programs. It's going to cost American jobs, American people jobs. It's going to drive jobs overseas. It's going to cost the American consumer about $3,000 a year in additional expenses, because when they turn on their lights, it'll cost more because the producer of the electricity is going to have to pay more for their more taxes. It's going to cost more for gasoline and anything that's an energy source that pollutes in any possible way. And so it's going to cost jobs here in America.
So,
and it's going to drive
Congressman, what are you
overseas.
telling your constituents? What are you telling your constituents? And what do you think the Senate will do?
Well, I don't think the Senate ultimately will pass it, because the constituents across the country are becoming very interested in this and the health care issue. And they're saying, hey, this is an economic time of difficulty. We don't need more taxes. We don't need more spending. We don't need to have jobs driven overseas when we need to create more jobs here at home.
You've just met with health officials, and I know you plan a couple of town halls of your own. What do you think the response will be to the nationalization of health care plan that has now passed through all of these committees?
I think once the American people, and they're finding out very rapidly, once they see that this bill, which nobody has read in its entirety, once they find out what it's going to do to them, I think you're going to see seniors en masse saying that they don't want this. It's going to take money, billions of dollars out of Medicare. It's going to do away with Medicare Advantage. It's going to cause the rationing of health care. It's going to cost more and more taxes. An employer who doesn't do exactly what this bill says is going to have an additional 8% tax levied on him. I'm telling you, this is a bad, bad bill, and it's socialistic. And it's exactly what I think the American people will not want once they see it. We need to make some improvements in health care, but this ain't the way.
What are the chances, Congressman, that that happens?
Well, you know, the Democrats have a huge majority in the House. They haven't been able to get the bill out of committee until the last minute, and there's a big split among Democrats on the bill that they did get out of committee, the Commerce Committee. And in the Senate, they have a filibuster-proof majority, 60 votes. But I still think that they're starting to feel what the American people want them to feel, and that is real disgust about this bill. And these town meetings, I'm going to tell you, they are not put up. I've had town meetings now for a long, long time, and I can tell you when there's a put-up job and when there's real concern among constituents. And these people are angry. They're not somebody that's being sent there by anybody.
Congressman Dan Burton, nice to see you today. Thank you again.
When we come back, the White House says that it's all about getting a handle on, quote, misinformation concerning health care reform plans.
That's right.